to infinity and beyond.
Roger and James here, FunDisGaming.com, and in this episode we're going to be talking about the new Star Wars Jedi Challenges Augmented Reality unit, which was announced kind of on Force Friday, and we saw it back at the D23 Expo, kind of showing off. This new augmented reality is kind of a new headset that you put on, but it's not VR because you can still see what's going on around you. It works with a smartphone app, and it sends signals to, and it kind of displays. There's 3 different games. You've got like Hollow Chest, you've got like a lightsaber game, and I can't remember what the other one.
Like a tactical RTS kind of game.
So, and you get like a lightsaber and a little like sensor bar for it. It's going to be coming out. November? What was it? November the.
It just says November.
Yeah, just November. So it's priced at $199 and available at Best Buy and also the Anvo. It's also available in the UK at Curry's, and I saw it pop up on Game as well last night. Priced at £249. Yes. So I'm going to be perfectly honest straight off the bat. That price, literally, I went from no chance. I am sorry, but £249 for an augmented app for my phone. I don't know what this is. Just I don't know who this is aimed at, because this is ridiculous. Just reading out some of the details, you can do like lightsaber battles, strategic combat, and holochess. You might be getting 3 games, but for £249, I can put £50 more to that and buy a PlayStation VR unit, which has got hundreds. I really want this thing to work. I really was excited about this, but at £249, where is this market? I don't know where this is. It just seems massively overpriced.
It does, and I think the only way they could justify that price is if they're saying, oh, these are the 3 games that are out now, and we'll be adding a lot more games to it in the future. Like, we'll have some Disneyland games. You can pretend you're walking down Main Street just like the Xbox game, or, when The Last Jedi comes out, you'll have something where you can pretend you're flying Kylo Ren's TIE fighter or something like that. But they didn't mention any of that stuff. So the package is just, you get these 3 games and a cool little lightsaber that you can hold on to. And,
they were testing it over the weekend. I saw some people playing it, and a lot of the feedback seemed to be pretty good. They all seem to be enjoying it, and I've got no doubt that I would like to play it. I would like to, and I would have wanted it. Even if it had been £100, £99, I probably would have pulled the trigger on it to try it. But I'll be honest, when I saw this announced, I was thinking about 50, 60 quid, because it's a mobile. This is, you're finding now VR headset. I found there was a box in Aldi for £5 the other day for a headset. This is. I was just flabbergasted with the price.
The price makes no sense. The only thing I can also figure is maybe they're trying to out HoloLens the HoloLens before it comes out. They're trying to get capturing on this market, but this price is going to kill it dead. There will be people who will pick it up. There are going to be some hardcore Star Wars fans who will pick it up. I admit I'm also in the range that if it ever drops to 100, even if this is all we ever get, it becomes a discontinued product, but you can still play it or pick it up, I'll totally get that, because I would love to have just a lightsaber game that I could play.
Yeah.
But they need to pitch this as a platform, not as these 3 games. And how big are these games? Am I going to be bored with them after 20 minutes? So
I think the problem for me is it's a phone app. It's an app.
It's a phone app with a cool face.
Yeah. But as we discussed in yesterday's episode, they could pull the plug on an app like that.
That's true. I mean, that is another thing. And I was just thinking about that too. If I buy this, like let's say it goes on discount sale for Black Friday or something, and it's been a year, will this app still work? Is it going to require servers on their end, or will this work forever so long as you have a phone that can run it? We don't know. And Disney has definitely had no qualms about pulling the trigger on removing games that aren't selling well enough that they don't want to support anymore. So, in a year, you could have a $200 headset that doesn't do
No.
anything.
I can understand it's new technology and therefore that costs money, and it's new development and it's brand new, and early developers get generally have to pay a premium for items. But it's literally, I mean, I am not joking. On the page where I put that up on the web, Google has put an advert right next to it for the Oculus Rift for $399 next to it, and it's just like, this is a mobile app game on a device, and it looks great, and I really do think it looks a lot of fun, and there's a real element to it. But the video, and the trouble is as well, it's probably the same thing as well, like with VR, you can't show it off very well. The trailers of these like HoloLens kind of, these like holograms, it's like, how's it going to look in person? We're not talking 4K resolution on your eyes here. We're talking, it looks like little holograms, and I don't know. This feels just like you say about Black Friday. It can't be this year's Black Friday because it's going to literally be out the week of Black Friday. So it's going to be, is this, how many other things like Playmation and Disney Infinity and things like that, where they bring out these devices and they're discounted.
Drop them.
That price just to me was just like, whoa, you've just destroyed probably majority of people on that.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably still a ton of people who want to get it, but $200 is just a highly restrictive price. One thing that would help is if they do go to Best Buy or Game or wherever and actually have demo units up like PlayStation did with the PSVR. The difference between like being, it's a VR headset, and I played with the PlayStation VR and I got to play, Eve Valkyrie or whatever, is a huge difference, and it makes that impulse purchase much more likely. Granted, when they were demoing the PSVR, it was impossible to find a PSVR, so it was completely useless. But
I'm going to EGX in a couple of weeks, so I was able to pre-book a special. So I'm hoping to be able to try out Gran Turismo because I tried it last year, didn't get on with it. So I'm going to give it. I booked in for another go to try it out because I really want to try it and really want to kind of get in on it. But it depends on if it works or not. And this is the biggest problem for me. I think maybe because I am now in that zone of, because they recently announced a price cut for the PSVR, if it drops around Christmas, I'm in the zone of like, once it hits a discount, I'm probably going to pick it up because I want to try the VR of Star Wars and a few other things. And I think the trouble is for me was this AR unit was just like, you're so close to, this is the price I was expecting to pay, this is what I want to pay for the PlayStation VR. This is just, it just feels massively overpriced.
Yeah, again, unless it's a platform for other games to also come out on it. But they haven't said that. No. So we have no clue whether or not they have plans to, maybe have a superhero adventure where you can like web sling alongside Spider-Man.
Well, you've got that VR game that you played recently. I know there's this whole thing of AR versus VR, and that you can. Microsoft held back a little bit. You've got like the Oculus Rift, you've got the Vive, you've got the PSVR unit. They're all like jockeying for position and stuff. But you can't help but feel like I don't know. Especially I think as well it's like $199 US. Okay, and then I saw £249 over here, and I'm just like, no, it's like slap bang on the beginning of the front of, you can buy a Switch for that. That's like. I'm sorry, but this game will not offer the amount of value for what you are competing. You're competing against high quality products like a PSVR. I could buy a PlayStation 2 Slim for less than this unit.
I would hope actually for a PlayStation 2 Slim you pay a lot less than that. PlayStation. Okay, yes, making sure. It's like I think a PlayStation 2 might cost you £30.
I picked it up in a thing for about £20. But to me, this is vastly overpriced for what this thing is trying to be, and unfortunately, they've got to try and prove to us why this is worth that money. And unfortunately, I don't think the trailers and the PR speak said anything more than it looks great, and I would love to try it, but I'm just being honest. It's just like that price was just like, It's gone from I'll report about it and I'm excited about it. And I want to see what this is going. You know, I'd rather pick up an Oculus Rift to be able to play Marvel VR,
whatever they're calling it.
Can touch it for that, because it's like you're too close to that price.
Yeah, they need to get this into people's hands. They need to do demo units for it, and maybe if it's a good enough product, that will justify the $200 price. Because it's entirely possible. You know, you go to Game or Best Buy and you get it in your hands like, oh my God, this is totally worth $200 or £250. But you know, just looking at the trailers, I'm like, no.
Yeah, but
it's
also
not.
I think as well, when you're looking at that price point, you know, you have to be offering value.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just, you know, if you talk about like the Super Nintendo Classic, which comes out later this month, which is about 70, 80 quid, or that, you know, that is an impulse. I mean, not really an impulse because you can't really pick it up, but that is a item which people are willing to throw money at because it's, you know, it's under $100. It's something like that. This set needed to have come in probably if it come in at $999, they could have got the HoloLens out, or this augmented reality out in front of people as a Christmas boost for people to buy them for presents for people. For my kid likes Star Wars, I'll buy them this, or my adult son likes it, or my dad likes it. This is out of the I'll just pick this up for my kid or for somebody. Yeah,
this is outside of the impulse range. I could see like dads picking it up so that they can be the cool dad on the street and have all the the kids want to come over to their place to play with the Star Wars VR or whatever. But yeah, those are people who have either very poor money management skills or too much money or both.
Yeah.
So
yes, it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. I'm very interested to see how it happens. But I think next year it's going to need some to get any. But then I can't help it. The trouble is as well, you start discounting it, you then start sending the wrong message. It's counterintuitive. It's just an odd one. I'm going to be watching this one with a lot of interest. But yeah, that price point I think has just killed it at launch.
You know what they need to do? They need to have these installed at Disney World or Disneyland, and over by a Fast Path booth. Just be like, "Hey, we've got 10 of these units over here. Have some fun."
The big Star Wars
VR
thing coming this holiday, which I can't wait to try next year. But it's just, I don't know. But let us know what you guys think. Are you willing to pay for it? Are you going, I want to pay for it, £250? Yeah, it's chump change. I can get it.
I mean, it's your money. You can spend it however you want.
Are you going to get it? Are you interested in that, or is it too much? Let us know in the comments below. As per usual, check us out over at DisGaming. You can like, follow, and subscribe, depending on which platform you're watching or listening this on. James, where can they find you?
Find me heroiclegacy.com.
And on that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you guys soon. Later.